Giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Call Haloyim Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who rule well over the flock of Israel. Shalom and salutation to you, Hakim, out here pushing the words of truth and sincerity. Shalom to all the elect Hakim Aqua, scattered Israelites, Israelite foreigners. I brought this out. This video is edifying. And I'm bringing out a video based upon Salaki Amar Palmath. And I'm bringing out this video. I haven't made a title yet, but it's a clip of Russian international news, Russian media, and how they basically saying we side with Iran all the way, lock, stock, and barrel, and how this is just another prophetic moment coming to pass. All right, letting us know, the Lord allowing us to see clearly, all right, what Ezekiel 38 is dealing with concerning prophecy, concerning that the Most High is a man of war, concerning how the Most High is using these nations. He says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. He uses and utilizes nations to do his bidding and his will upon earth. Does he care about the nations? No, he said they are of a drop of a bucket in Isaiah 45. But we understand that he uses these nations just like he called the Assyrians, the rod of mine anger. Just like he called Cyrus the Great, his servant, all right, his anointed Cyrus, to go and do what he asked Cyrus to do, which was to send the Israelites back into Jerusalem to build the temple. The Lord is in complete control always, always, and always. All right, and that's why we have the name of the Lord, to put full respect and honor and give full praise to the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, who is strong and mighty to save, man. So I'm gonna go through this clip that I found. It's 43 seconds, and the word is at the bottom of the clip. Basically, what this guy is saying. He's speaking Russian, and I'm gonna translate what he's saying or read the words transcribed in what he's saying. Let's go ahead and play the clip.
Как бы держать в голове, что Иран является нашим военным.
So right off the bat, he said, I'll play the whole thing and then I'll go through it.
Давайте как бы держать в голове, что Иран является нашим военно-политическим союзником. Иран одна из немногих стран, которые прямо поддержали Россию в нашей войне.
As a matter of fact, I won't. I'll just break down what he's saying. Obviously, he's speaking in Russian. Now, what he's saying is at the bottom down here. This is where I'm reading from. I don't know if y'all can see that. Let me put it on this. All the way down here. Aqua. All right, so let's read what he's saying. He says, let's keep in mind that Iran is our military and political ally. Ally means friend. This is the Russians talking about Iran, allies. He says, Iran, one of the few countries that have directly supported Russia in our war. All right. Let's see if I can get this off the screen. All right, well, I got to pull it up. He goes on to say, therefore, who do we wish victory to? Of course. He says, of course, we wish Iran to win. All right, let's keep going. Russian media. We with our Iranian, not brothers, of course. So he knows that this is a completely different nation. He not being simple like you Americans, calling anybody brothers. But he says, but comrades in arms. Why in arms? If they're fighting two separate wars, why are they comrades in arms? Because they support each other in war. Then he says, from the word united army, united troops. He exposes Israel now. He said, Israel has about 200 nuclear warheads. See, Israel is the only state allowed not to, can deny or neither confirm how many nuclear warheads exist in their country. But it's already been said they have around 200 of them. The state of Israel. Let's go. Then he says, and who said that these idiots don't have enough brains to use them? Straight up calling them idiots. Let's keep going. Generally, it would be very nice if some American planes got shot down. Look in the background. They got the missiles. They got fire blazing. They got the Iranian flag. It's wartime. It goes on. So he said, we wish that American planes got shot down. Then he says, as well as the Israeli ones too, of course. So their main enemies is Israel and America. All right. So that's the gist of what he said. They supporting Iran and Iran supports them. Let's get into what the scriptures say. Ezekiel 38:3. And thus saith the Lord power. Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal. And when I go ahead and look up the word Gog, what are you going to find? You go ahead and look it up yourself. What are you going to find? The same thing. All right. Strong H1463. What does it say down here? The prophetic name, Prince of Rosh. This is where you get Russia from. Rosh. Rosh means head in Hebrew. Chief, head. All right, or first. But Rosh. Why Rosh, right? That's just more when you look up the studies of what, some of the interpreters are convinced that it's talking about Russia. The Russians, right? Anyway, Rosh, Russia, Rus. So it says the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and these lands originally belonged to Japheth, but now who lives in these lands now? They're the Russians. All right, Georgia, Russia, and everything. It says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. Now this is the Most High using his power to turn thee back. That's the mission here. Turn Russia back into what though? Well, you do a little bit of studies, you find out that Russia once was called itself the Soviet Republic, all right? USSR. And there was a force to be reckoned with. As a matter of fact, they were the top powers. They were having a competition of who would be rise to power between America and Russia, USSR, former USSR, Russia. Well, America won that battle and became the most strategic and superpower of the world, dominating. All right, from a bipolar world to a polar, dominated by one group, America. That's why the American dollar is so powerful, so forth and so on. Well, basically, Russia didn't become an economic superpower, but it still remained a nuclear superpower as it is to this day. So the Lord say he gonna turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, right? So the symbology is just speaking here about bringing Russia back to that old war phase that they used to be in. Cold War era Russia, look it up. And I will bring thee forth in all thine army. See, the Lord ain't playing. He goes straight. The only reason he need to deal with a nation is to use their army against his next victim. That's how he gets down. It says horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers, shields, and all of them handling swords. Here's the point. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them all of them with shield and helmet. Why? Because they're all fighting, NLT says, with their weapons. Who is Persia? Simply, you look up Persia, and you find out that Persia used to be Iran. Okay? The Empire of Persia. Or Persia is modern day Iran. Okay? Territory from India on the east to Egypt. That's modern day so like Iran. South of the Persian Gulf. Persia proper was bounded by Susan Elam. And Elam, the Elamites are the Iranians. Those are Elam, also known as Persians. Okay? Everyone knows Persia's name was changed from Persia to Iran, I believe in the 1940s. Okay? So it's there, in sequence with the scriptures, the times are showing. They're teaming up. Amos 5:9, they're strengthened. I'll read this in the NLT. After the KJV, that strengthened the spoiled against the strong, so that the spoiled shall come against the fortress. NLT. With binding speed and power, he destroys the strong and crushing all their defenses. Yahweh Shemel Shah is in complete control. It's nothing for him to destroy the strong with speed, blinding speed. He's able to do it. He's a power of war again. All right, Psalms 18:34. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken in mine arms. He taught David how to fight. Okay. All right, so he's all about building up, man, and this whole idea attributed to the Most High that he's a power of hosts, the Lord of hosts, which means armies. He's all about bringing down nations through warfare. All right. At what time was Israel ever in a war and we didn't ask the Lord to deliver us from that war? I'll go through them. 2 Samuel 22:22, or 2 Samuel 22:18. He delivered me from my strong enemy and from them that hated me, for they were too strong for me. The Most High delivers, man. He is there. Did he have to personally come down and do that? No. He sent angels. He sent things that were invisible powers, so you can understand, to basically slow or stop or prevent or thwart arrows, missing men, angels misdirecting the armies to go the wrong way in various situations, man. Things that if it was all written in the scriptures, the world wouldn't be able to be filled with the books, just like the miracles of Yahushua. The earth can't hold enough books of the miracles that Yahushua did when he was on the earth. Come on, man. We talking about a power. This is 1 Samuel 23:4. I'll start at 1. Then they told David just a little history of the Most High getting busy and getting down with his beloved David. Then they told David, saying, behold, the Philistines fight against Keilah, and they rob the threshing floors. Therefore David inquired of the Lord. Why are you asking of the Lord if the Lord don't got nothing to do with war? That's man fighting each other. The Lord don't got nothing to do with that. Lies. It says therefore David inquired of the Lord, saying, shall I go and smite these Philistines? And the Lord said unto David, go and smite the Philistines and save Keilah. So the Lord's like, do it, my son. And they'll say, yes, and go and save Keilah. And David's men said unto him, behold, we be afraid here in Judah. How much more than if we come to Keilah against the armies of the Philistines? Then David inquired of the Lord yet again. And the Lord answered him and said, arise, go down to Keilah, for I will deliver the Philistines into thine hand. So David and his men went to Keilah and fought with the Philistines and brought them away their cattle and smote them with a great slaughter. So David saved the inhabitants of Keilah. You see how the Most High be with you? The Most High is with you. Who can be against you? That's the idea. That's the understanding that our forefathers had. All right, let's keep looking here. This is Judges 6, verse 13, dealing with Gideon, how the Lord was with Gideon. And Gideon said unto him, O my Lord, if that Lord be with us, why then is all this befallen us? And where are all his miracles which our fathers told us of saying, did not the Lord bring us up from Egypt? But now the Lord hath forsaken us and delivered us into the hand of the Midianites. This is Gideon speaking. And the Lord looked upon him and said, go in this thy might, and thou shalt save Israel from the hand of the Midianites. Have not I sent thee? NLT says, I am sending you. 15, and he said unto him, O my Lord, wherewith shall I save Israel? Behold, my family is poor in Manasseh, and I am the least in my father's house. And the Lord said unto him, surely I will be with thee, and thou shalt smite the Midianites as one man. NLT says, and you will destroy the Midianites as if you were fighting against one man. So that's beautiful, man. This is showing you how the Yahweh Shem Yahushua is constantly, consistently has us in his favor. And as long as you are in the favor of the Lord, you will be able to defeat all adversaries, but you have to be patient, right? Possess your souls in patience. Waiting quietly for the salvation, right? Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. So you got to have Yahushua, let him get his first. We have to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves in this time. Can't be like Gideon and trying to march down, run down on the enemy. Can't be like that. It's folly. It's unwise. It's carnal. Deuteronomy 20:4 says, for the Lord your power is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies, to save you. Call Haloyim, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Barad this video is edifying. Until next time. Shalom.